Welcome to Collectanea, everyone. This is Cindy, and I'm back with number 13 of my challenge to myself to use my cartridges. Today's cartridge is Nate's ABCs, and I'm starting with a 5.5 by 4.25 inch card. This one is green. It's from DCWV, and it's white on the inside but green on the out. And so I'm going to add to that a piece of brown cardstock. This is from Paper Studio, and it is 5 5/16 this way, and 4 1/16 in the shorter direction. And that's just 3/16 smaller in each direction. And on top of that, I'm going to add this really very lovely plaid, and it is from a Paper Studio pack called Our Wedding, I think it's called, and it's a piece of cardstock. It's a little bit curled at the moment, but it's a fairly, well, it's a lightweight cardstock or heavy paper, and I just love the colors in it. And the green went well with the green card, plus there's brown stripe in it, so that's why the brown mat. So I'm going to put those down, and then I have a really cute little cut from Nate's ABCs that I think will look just really sweet on here. So I'll be right back. Right here is the cut that I wanted to use from Nate's ABCs. It's on page 38, and it is this really cute inchworm on a leaf. And there also looks like a few blueberries here beside it. So here is the way that you cut these. There are several layers. There's a base layer, and then there's it's cut in brown, and there's a green leafy layer on the top here, and then there's a dark layer for the worm, and this little jaggedy piece sort of that goes on top of the dark. And then there's a green piece that goes over the brown on the leaves as well. And then you have your blueberries. So I cut them all at 2.5, and here's what I have. I have the brown, which is the base piece, and you'll notice that I colored in some white here. I used some ink, chalk ink to do that, because I want to put an eye on the inchworm. And then on top of this piece, on the leaf, you add this green layer, and on top of the worm you also add a green layer, only this one's darker. And then you add this, what I think looks like a roller coaster piece, on top of that, and that will give your little inchworm some definition. And then over here where you see some brown leaves sticking out, this is where you're going to add your other brown piece, and on top of that you put the green one, and on top of those you add the blueberries. And so I'll put those all together. One will go here and one will go here. And I'll put these all together, and I'll come back and show you what all of this looks like. Alright, now here's my finished little inchworm. It is so cute. Before I put it all together, I did ink around these blueberries with a dark ink called Night Sky from Versa Magic. And then I also used a dark green called Hint of Pesto around this light colored leaf. And I went back and decided to change the eye just a bit. I took a hole punch that punched a small hole, and I made a white one and stuck the white circle between the two layers of the inchworm, and then I went back and added a black dot for the eye. And it has just come together so sweetly. I love this little inchworm. and I have put him on the back of some, I put some Scotch foam tape on the back of him so that he'll be dimensional. And so now I'm ready to put him on the card. I'm going to move him to the right slightly and just try to get him lined up so that he's square there. Yes, that looks good. Oh, that is such a sweet little inchworm. He is so cute. And it shows up very well, and like I say, it looks a little complicated to do it, but it comes together very well. It's actually marked quite well as far as where to layer things. You can just tell by looking at them. Now, for the sentiment, I stamped using a set called Card Crafting Hello from TPC Studio. I stamped the word hello, and then I trimmed it, and this is in a sort of an off-white. The paper here has an off-white, not a white in it. So I stamped that, and then I just trimmed around it, and then used some some Studio G dark brown ink, and I'm going to put that here like this. I may angle it a little bit. I don't know, I may leave it straight. And then I have also put it on some foam tape as well from Scotch. So I'm ready to put that together, and then I'll be back to show you the finished card. So here it is, the finished card for part 13, and it says simply hello. I'm going to leave the inside blank, and I want to send this to a friend I haven't seen for a while. So I'm going to send that off, and thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.